If you're new to my channel, be sure to stick around for the question of the day so you can be featured in my next video. And be sure to subscribe, like, and hit that bell icon. With that being said, enjoy. What's going on, my Knights of Hens? Alas, I am finally doing a Pimp My Lightsaber episode 2. I've been meaning to do it for ages now, just obviously I took a big break as most of you are aware. But yeah, finally, Pimp My Lightsaber episode 2 on my beloved Prophecy V3. Now, despite what I said about Ultrasabers, you know, with my comeback video, you know, i.e. my Fallen and my Revan Saber, you know, dying out on me, up to this day, my Prophecy is still one of my most favorite lightsabers. You know, I dare say it is my favorite, like the favorite. It's usually my go-to saber to, you know, to just like play around or duel with. And not to mention, it is based on one of my most favorite designs ever. Anakin at Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. I'll give you guys a rundown a bit later on what I'm gonna do with it, or what I plan to do. But initially, I was going to try and replicate as much as I can the Attack of the Clones, you know, Anakin Skywalker hilt. But I decided to go a bit more of an original, you know, path. And this should actually be a relatively, if not very easy, you know, like Pimp My Lightsaber. After all, the idea of these Pimp My Lightsaber videos I do, you know, is meant to show, you know, like, even with the most cheap budget, you can transform a lightsaber's look drastically. Especially if you have like a stunt saber that's, you know, pretty much a blank slate saber. And what I mean is, you know, if you look at this Prophecy, you know, it's just like basically one color. Obviously this one has, you know, design to it, you know, more than others. I even have like the brass knuckles thing there, which is cool. But like, as you can see, just one straight color mostly. And after all, I'm not like skillful in craftsmanship or anything like that. And I've still got stuff from the previous Pimp My Lightsaber, you know, like materials. So yeah, this should be relatively easy yet rewarding. Alright, let's get on with it. Now, before we get on to, you know, the plan with the Prophecy, let's recap with the Liberator. So, if you guys watched the Liberator, you know, Pimp My Lightsaber, I essentially added, you know, like the grips, O-rings, there. The hardest part for me was this, because I had to try and grind this out. And then I wanted to try and screw it in, but for some reason I couldn't get through it. However, for me trying to drill it, the heat from all the drilling actually made the super glue like super hard, and then I got the little D-ring there. So yeah, now the issue I have now with the Liberator is when I used this grip tape, you know, it worked fine at first, but now it's starting to show, you know, a bit of like peel. Now I can easily just press it and all that, but like, yeah, I don't know if maybe perhaps I should have made it longer, but then I don't think it'll grip on rubber, although it does here. You know what? Yeah, maybe I should have just made it longer. But unfortunately, I don't have any more of that tape. I haven't gone out shopping yet. You know, I've still got materials from, you know, this Pimp My Lightsaber. But to be honest, I don't know if I want to go back to this grip tape. Now, also, I'm a bit hesitant now with using grip. Like, obviously, I could do a much better job with that. But my main concern is, like, it looks alright at first, but, like, I don't know, it's compared to like the diameter of the actual like lightsaber here, which is pretty similar to this one, you know, being an Ultrasaber, you know, same product kind of, it actually feels like bulky and unnatural. Like, I know most sabers that do have this, you know, you can definitely, you know, notice the like the bulky feel of it. But this, I think it might be the edge. It just doesn't feel right for me anymore. At first I loved it, and now I'm like, eh. At best, you know, I'll probably just use 4, you know, to like go like 4 and try and, you know, equally distribute it. Yeah, I'll run down what I'm gonna try and do instead. Now, what I was thinking is, rather than, you know, the grip here, I was actually probably going to just, you know, color in the grooves. You know, easy peasy. And then I'm gonna actually fill this groove here, or this gap, should I say, just rubber O-rings. Basically, I'm gonna try and make all of this like one big like grip. Because right now, like, it is a comfortable saber to hold, but like, I tend to use it more here. So for me, it just makes more sense to try and fill this up with like rubber O-rings. I might even try and color this, but I'm not too sure if that'll make it, you know, too tacky at that point. Now, in terms of coloring the grooves, I'm actually going to experiment. I'm actually going to try and color it with like a Sharpie or a permanent marker. I did a bit of digging and apparently it won't work too well. But I'm willing to give it a go anyway. If it doesn't work well enough, then that's when I'll go back to using these grips. Like I said, maybe just 4, you know, distributed evenly. Kind of similar to Starkiller's lightsaber in a way. Now the button also, I want to color it red, you know, hence the permanent marker thing. You know, I want to see if it'll actually work or not. And I've actually grown to be a fan of this, like kind of like a wire, you know, like Kylo Ren's one, where there's like a wire. I won't have it all the way, you know, across. I'm actually going to have it from here, like I'm going to use it as a socket, you know, the rubber O-rings, and I'm going to take it all the way back, and then maybe super glue a bit just under there. Obviously, I have to unscrew this to get into the battery, so hence it's only going to be like inserted through the rubber O-ring, so I can just take it out whenever. But there you go, guys. Hopefully you guys understand what I'm trying to do. Like I said, it shouldn't be too hard unless I have to, you know, cut some rubber strips, which I will try and do, you know, as evenly and as carefully as possible, you know, better than what I did last time. But yeah, I'm gonna do a bit of shopping, just a little bit, and then I'm gonna salvage the remainder materials from the previous Pimp My Lightsabers. Lego! Guys, check this out. While I was out shopping, I found like this tape thing. It's a good like width to be like you know, like the grip, you know, and it's like it's not as bulky too, so it actually should feel good on the hands. And this stuff is apparently meant to be like super strong. What are the odds? Might give it a go. We'll see how it goes. Alrighty guys, so here we've got the lightsaber. I couldn't find a red wire, but I think a blue wire might work as good. This is actually just like a thing from a whippersnipper, if you know what that is. So it's plastic. The only thing I'm concerned about is like, because it's hard, it might stick out a bit too much. But I'll go ahead and measure it and stuff like that when we get to that. And then here's the tape that I showed you guys before. Honestly, I have no idea if this will actually work or not, but I think it might. We've got the Sharpies. I did a quick test on like a different metal, and all I had to do was let it dry, and it actually worked. So hopefully this will go well. And then obviously also the O-rings. So I reckon we'll do the Sharpies first. The red button there. It doesn't look too bad actually. I'm hoping that'll dry, but let's have a quick touch. Yeah, it seems to have dried now, but obviously I'll blow on it some more. But there we go, first step's done. A little red button, not bad, not bad. So it turns out it does dry. It does work on aluminum. Alright, now I'm gonna do the grooves. So obviously with that, the grooves should be fine then. That already is already making such a huge difference. The red button and then the black like kind of grooves there. I still got like some more to go, but honestly, I'm actually liking this so far. Like it looks very like, well, more Star Wars-y in my opinion, like a classic Star Wars look. You know, the red button and then the black accents. So yeah, I'm gonna keep coloring them in, and we'll go on to the O-rings. go, guys, that's all the grooves blackened now, and yeah, it's actually not too bad if you ask me. It's already starting to look like a completely different hilt. It just comes to show like what color can do. Alright, now I'm gonna go on to the O-rings, so this section here, and yeah. Go, O-rings done. There we go. It's actually now looks like, as you can see here now because that's now filled up, now it looks like one continuous kind of like socket here, and it looks like this thing has just been inserted. I'm actually quite glad I went with this direction. It actually already feels like much better to hold. Like there's no kind of groove there. Like at first it didn't feel bad, but like now like I got extra kind of grip there. You know, it feels more natural. Yeah, not bad at all. So what's next? I guess I'll try and see if this will actually like look any good. You know, like the kind of wire ring thing there. To be honest, I'm not sure if I can actually. Oh, actually, maybe not then. Okay, so just did a quick little experiment there. It looks like the wire thing might not actually work for now. And as you can see, guys, something that simple really does give the lightsaber a bit more flair, if not a lot more flair. Now, I guess I will color in this section here by the pommel. So we'll see how that looks, yeah? Here you go. It's actually not too bad. Like, there are some bits that looks like it isn't colored, but you could argue it's like got more of a weathered look if that's the case. So let's go ahead and attach it back onto the saber. And there it is, guys. My new pimped out Prophecy B3. I actually still do want to see what it's going to look like with the wire, but as you saw there, I couldn't do it with the whippersnipper thingy. It's got a completely different look, and it like wasn't even that hard. It actually feels quite nice now that I've got the choke grip here filled out with rubber O-rings, and it looks more like a lightsaber than it did before. And then the red button, surprisingly for me, the red button actually does a lot more than I initially thought. Like, it really gives it, like I said before, that classic look. There you go, look at that. So what I'm gonna do, I'll give you a little bit of a, kind of like a showcase for it, but I think I should still let it dry some more. You know, permanent marker, like, I don't know if you guys were able to see with the speed ups, but I did miss, or kind of accidentally color a bit like outside the edges. You know, I don't have the most kind of steady hand. I was able to rub them out, you know, while it was still wet. So I think just to be safe, you know, I'm happy with it now. I'm just going to probably let it dry some more before actually fully, like, you know, swinging it around and stuff. Because, you know, hands can sweat. But yeah, I might even do a part 2 to this Pimp My Saber. I guess Pimp My Saber episode 3, Prophecy V3 part 2 or something. I don't know. But yeah, guys, honestly, I still think there can still be like some more done to it. In terms of what's gonna be done, I'm not too sure. But for now, this is this is gonna have to do for now. And I am not, you know, disappointed at all. And time for some show reel. Alright, before we go into the question of the video, last video I asked you guys, you know, what you thought was the most meme-worthy quote from Star Wars in general, and this is what y'all said. Alright, my question for this video. I'm not sure if I've asked this before, but what is your favorite lightsaber hilt? Like, whose lightsaber? Or even, like, from, like, any saber shop. Now, I know I said the Prophecy was, you know, my favorite, you know, I dare say my dream saber. And you guys know this. The Attack of the Clone Anakin Skywalker. I will have you one day. That's a promise. I just don't know when. After all, I still have to pay for the Ahsoka saber and the Darksaber, which apparently now is coming out in August. At this point, guys, honestly, it's probably going to change again. Like, I'll get it when I get it. But whatever your favorite lightsaber designs are, comment below to let me know and to be featured in the next video. And as always, my Knights of Hen, may the Force be with you.